wanted to have you on here because Wyoming is vastly different than Rhode Island. Okay, obviously not only by the size of the state, but literally just the commonalities, the people, the types of real estate. You're probably selling ranches out there. You guys are doing some big things. So I wanted to learn more about your marketplace. Can you give us a rundown of what's happening in that market? Who's attracted to that market? What the median price is? Just anything you want to share.
Jackson Hole, and we'll just call it Greater Teton County, is you'll see it as most often, if not the most top 3 wealthiest counties in the United States. And there are a couple reasons for that. The first is just Teton County. Jackson Hole is arguably one of the most beautiful spots on planet Earth. And it definitely has a lifestyle which attracts a lot of people. It's healthy, it's active, it's some of the best skiing on earth. And there's a lot of like-minded people that enjoy doing these kinds of activities. But, there are other places like that. I think one of the reasons that Wyoming, in particular Jackson, attracts the very high net worth folks, we are considered the most tax-friendly state in the United States. So,
Wow.
You have other states like Wyoming that have no state income tax, like Florida or like Texas. But you'll notice, Emilio, that they get their pound of flesh in different ways. Their property taxes might be 4 times greater than Wyoming. In Wyoming, there is either low or no taxes across the board. So, of course, no state income tax, very low property taxes, no excise tax, no tax on intangibles, so like stocks and bonds and things like that. There's no inheritance tax, no state gift tax, no tax on out-of-state retirement. And Wyoming is home to the Dynasty Trust, which is basically a vehicle to shield real estate assets for 999 years. This is a tax haven. And whether you already have wealth or you're having a large liquidity event like selling a company or something like that in a tax heavy state, you see a lot of people patriating creating residency in Wyoming before those events occur.
What type of homes are selling in Jackson Hole? Like what the median price is? Who's coming in?
We just finished our 2024 year-end numbers a few weeks ago. The average sales price of a home in Teton County was $5.3 million. The median, usually there was a noticeable spread between average and median, and that spread seems to be going away. I think the median was also over 5. As of a week or two ago, there were three single family homes on the market under $2 million. Being a real estate broker here, you don't have a high volume of sales. But a successful real estate agent, a lot of times could mean just doing 10 sides of business in a year with those numbers. One of the reasons too, it goes back to the whole supply demand, basic economics. But one of the reasons that the price is so high is that there is a very large demand to be here, but the supply is extremely, extremely low. So in Teton County, only 6% of land can be developed. The other 94% is swallowed up through national parks, national forests, wilderness, BLM, an increasing number of conservation easements, which is a vehicle to help owners save on taxes, and then just solid granite. We're surrounded by mountains everywhere. So very small area that can be developed. And, that certainly drives the price as well.
So what I love about that is you have an influx of wealth going there. And when you have wealthy people going there, they're spending money in the communities. Can you talk about like what the business climate is like in Jackson Hole? What type of businesses thrive there?
Yeah, it's largely tourism based. Originally, I'm from the city. So, one of the things that I do like about Jackson is that it is a very small town vibe. In the town of Jackson, we have about 15,000 residents in the county, fewer than 30,000, but we have
Wow.
something like 4.5 million visitors a year. So in the off seasons, it has a very sleepy kind of ski town vibe. But in the peak seasons, you have a lot of people in town, but it gives it sort of a cosmopolitan flair. You have amazing restaurants, great shopping, fine arts. So you have sort of the best of both, which I enjoy. But it's largely a tourism climate. I do like Jackson. When I compare it to some other markets where people go to be seen.
Yep.
Here, people go to sort of disappear, have a low profile. They have a baseball cap and sunglasses drawn low. They drive a Tahoe or a Subaru. They're not flashy. They're not
Quiet.
wearing fur coats, around town. And I really like that aspect of Jackson.